Null-06 has been identified to be a black hole of varying size, causing it to change classifications consistently. Null-06, unlike typical black holes, can be seen by the unaided eye as well as being able to be photographed with an ordinary camera. It has been noted that Null-06's gravitational tidal effects constantly change at varying rates despite its mass at the time of change. When in a dormant state, Null-06 will retain the size it had during its prior active state. In its dormancy, its gravitational tidal effects continuously fluctuated in determinate intervals. Due to recent findings, Null-06 has been recorded to undergo a form of magnetic reconnection dubbed magnetic reconsumption. Magnetic reconsumption is a term created by wanderers studying Null-06, stating that the process is similar to magnetic reconnection. However, it consumes the previously ejected electromagnetic fields and forms its own electromagnetic field with them. As of writing, Null-06's electromagnetic field has been measured to be approximately 1.95 T, around 3 times the intensity of Earth's magnetic field. However, this field has been observed to intensify by 0.10 nt at an interval of approximately 3 months at a time. After its previously mentioned state of dormancy, Null-06 will relocate to another area within level 78. It was originally thought that Null-06 floated to its new location at high speeds. However, this was disproved when Null-06 was recorded exerting large amounts of energy in relation to its typical energy exertion 10 minutes before its relocation. After these 10 minutes, Null-06 seems to warp out of existence and then back into existence at its new location, similar to that of antimatter particles. Due to this similarity, it has been hypothesized that Null-06 is able to extract antimatter particles from areas within level 78. Because of this, it has been theorized that Null-06 relocates to areas within level 78 that contain an abundance of antimatter particles to use as fuel, along with the large amounts of matter it consumes. After relocating to a new area, Null-06 will change its size, mass, and energy. However, the change in the energy emitted in each sighting is relative to its current density. When a wanderer enters level 78 and Null-06's vicinity, it will emit several bright beams of visible light toward the wanderer. These beams are capable of no-clipping wanderers outside of level 78 space station enclosure and dragging wanderers into Null-06, where it will use the victims as fuel. This behavior is most commonly exhibited when Null-06 is at a smaller density. Behavioral discovery. Discovered, February 3, 22. 3 o'clock. After Null-06's hypergrowth event and the discovery of the blips, it has been observed that Null-06 tends to float toward nearby blips and enter them, causing Null-06 to enter other levels. When Null-06 enters a level, all matter within the level would be consumed by Null-06, causing the level to be considered destroyed, despite their infinite properties. However, it is unknown as to how this happens. Typically, Null-06 resides in another level for brief periods. These periods generally last approximately 5 to 10 minutes due to it needing the previously mentioned antimatter particles. When leaving the level in question back to level 78, Null-06 leave at least 1 or 2 blips upon exit. When warping to another level from level 78, Null-06 tends to grow to the size of a supermassive or ultramassive black hole, allowing it to cause massive amounts of destruction inside the level in question. Due to this behavior, it has been noted that Null-06 is the cause of the destruction of several levels. This classification change has been recorded to occur moments before every time it enters a blip. Due to this, extensive observations and research show that Null-06 has some level of sapience, making its behaviors difficult to predict. Null-06 hypergrowth event imminent. Estimated start of event 14 January 18, 2022. 22 at 18. A large energy spike coming from Null-06 has been recorded at approximately 4x 1040 watts, similar to Null-618. When observed, Null-06 could be seen consuming an excessive amount of matter, light, and energy, causing an expedited growth in size, mass, and tidal effects. This hypergrowth event was created when studies about Null-06 showed that there was a period in time that it will grow to an incomprehensible size and mass, as it had allegedly done in the past. This event will likely cause space-time anomalies such as other instances of Null-06 rips in level 78, and the destruction of level 78. As of writing, Null-06 has reached a mass of 4.3 million miles squared and a diameter of 23.6 million kilometers. This makes Null-06 around the same size and mass of the black hole within the Milky Way galaxy. It is suspected that Null-06's hypergrowth event will begin on January 18, 22 at 14. However, it is unknown as to how Null-06 will behave nor how massive it will be, as well as how level 78 would react. Post-hypergrowth event update. Date of incident, January 19, 2022 at 15 o'clock. Moments before this event, Null-06 began to release an estimated 10 to the 49th power watts of energy, more than the combined power of all light radiated by all the stars in the observable universe put together. Null-06 then created a gravitational pull of 3x 10 to the 50th power of newtons, which exceeds the Planck force. During this period of dramatic energy and gravitational exertion/production, Null-06 grew to a mass of 73 billion square miles and a radius of 2,010 to the 14th power kilometers, larger than the largest currently known black hole, Null-618. Along with this, Null-06 released its electromagnetic field, creating an electromagnetic pulse effect throughout level 78, shutting down and destroying most equipment used to observe it. After the release of its electromagnetic field, along with its rapid expansion, it created space-time anomalies dubbed blips. These blips are distorted areas of time and space, allowing the transfer of a wanderer to another location. Due to recent discoveries and Null-06's hypergrowth event, the integrity of level 78 is unstable and is likely to collapse in the near future. Biology. The anatomy of Null-06 is that of a typical black hole, containing an event horizon, an accretion disk, a photon sphere, a singularity, an innermost stable orbit, and a relativistic jet. Although, as previously mentioned, all these things change in size and mass at random intervals. However, from recent observations, Null-06 contains a high amount of antimatter particles. These particles are used to warp to different locations within level 78. Since Null-06 depletes its antimatter particle count significantly each time it warps, its average antiparticle count cannot be reliably calculated. Do's and don'ts. 2. Stay a far distance. Move away from it quickly. Leave level 78. Leave any levels that appear to be quickly disintegrating. Don't attempt to get closer. Attempt to enter it.